2, 1, go.
And qualification match number 62 in autonomous. What you see is what hopefully is programmed by the human players. As the bots move off of their starting position, they gain 3 points. If an alliance can score a piece of coral on the reef, oh, that one bounced off. If they'd have scored, they might have gotten that ranking point, which could have helped them move up in the standings. And 5608 was on the bubble. They need the victory here to possibly move up. As 60-23, the disc bots drop one onto the reef. It falls back to the ocean floor. 10-3-76, scoring 2 points for the Blue Alliance, as it's 10-9 in favor of the Blue Alliance right now with just under 2 minutes. As 60-23, the disc bots score 5 points for their alliance and take the lead on the red side, 14-13. 6705 with a piece of coral in their possession. They're dropping it on the reef, but it falls down to the ocean floor. There are 4 points scored for the Blue Alliance in the net after the Red Alliance scored 6. It's 24-19, 30-19 now, as we're down to a minute 30 left to go in this final qualification matches here at Dalton, Georgia. All right, 60-23 bouncing around the bottom floor as they drop another piece of coral on the top of the reef for 5. As it's 39-26 in favor of the Red Alliance right now. 10-3-76, one of our rookie teams, they're moving around. They're at the coral zone. They got a piece of coral in their possession, going to try to drop it in the trough. Looks like they've successfully dropped it in the trough for 2 points, as it's 45-30 right now. With under a minute left to go, still a lot of scoring opportunities out there as the Red Alliance scores another 4 points right there as it's 45-30. The Blue Alliance with 10-30-76, still loading that trough on the coral reef. Here comes 6705. They got a piece of coral in their position. 75-14, checking out the cages underneath the blue barge. 6705, they're at the coral reef. They've got that in the coral in their possession. They're going to try to get on the low branch. That'll get them 3 points. If they go to the middle one, that'll be worth 4. If they get all the way up top, that'll be worth 5. They choose the low one for 3 points, as it's now 53-35. Same number backwards and forwards. As we're down to 19 seconds, the ping tells us that the bots can go underneath the barge and score points if they want to. They can go to the coral zone, run around trying to gain as many points as they can. It's 62-35 with 7 seconds left to go. 75-14, the Eve Robotics team parked underneath the barge, and 5608 comes in at the last second on the barge as well. Each one of those bots parked underneath the barge gains 2 points for their alliance. The match has come to an end. That's the last qualifying matches. If you're in this match, you need to make sure that you get your robot re-inspected prior to this afternoon's festivities. Also, don't forget, if you haven't already done so, we need a representative or representatives to the Blue Alliance for alliance selection, which will begin as quickly as possible. We're waiting on the fish to swim in match number 62 to tell us who is victorious, to determine what our final standings will be. Here we go, and it is the Red Alliance fish swimming. The red fish swimming on the coral reef with a score of 66-39. Now, we see that the Red Alliance got 3 ranking points. 5608 looks like it may have moved up into the number 8 position with that victory. Wildcat 5E might have slid down just a little bit. We'll have to see what the final adjustments are, what the final rankings are here in just a moment when we start.